that you can win from anywhere. Now get in on the action with the UWI live stream giveaways. Win a limited edition UWI Games memorabilia cap. Just listen out for the question on the live stream, type in your answer, and the winner will be announced and contacted. You can pick up your cap at any of the main campuses closest to you. UWI Games 2019, regional integration at its finest. One UWI through sports.
Tuned into our coverage. This is the penultimate basketball competition for the UWI Games 2019 on this day 8. It's 9 minutes in the first quarter of this match with Open Campus against St. Augustine. Javon Keys is the name. Miss Rochelle Myrie is here, and Mr. Siobhan Davis and Safari Tuller will join us later on. So Rochelle, what's your expectation for this match? We would have seen both teams playing at some point or another. What's your expectation?
I'm going to say St. Augustine has the better defensive team. Open Campus is just here to try and get some points at this moment, but I'm going to give it to St. Augustine. I'm calling it early, very early.
You're calling it very early. Well, I'm hoping that your call will not have you retracting any of your words today. But indeed, I'm expecting Open Campus to certainly put up a good fight, a fair fight. But the reality for their team, as they would have said throughout the games, is that they would not have been together for a long while. So the team would definitely not have that congruence as one would expect. Number 16 has been the favorite on the Open Campus side, and we're expecting him to also put on a good show today.
We have a call by the ref there. Number 34 on St. Augustine. That's Jelani Valley, one of the team's favorites, top shooters from previous matches. And that's inbound, caught by Open Campus, and he's going up to the basket. And that's a shot, number 7, Mr. Isaiah Scherzer.
So look at
that's a
Open
foul.
Campus setting themselves out early. It's a good move there by the number 7.
A timeout so early in the match. St. Augustine's coach seems very unsettled.
They're
Let's see
possibly
what's
very
happening.
shocked by that early
layup.
1 point by the Open Campus. But it's just a minute in the first quarter. It's early days. Again, Miss Mary has called the match in the first quarter. Unprecedented for our...
Well, we're going to say it's early, but this is, in my opinion, the first quarter and the last quarter are the defining factors, because you want to kind of set yourself apart, get a lead, make yourself known, come out shooting and just on the ball. Open Campus started, so let's see if St. Augustine can add up to that. And we're
All
back
right.
in play. It's St. Augustine's ball, and that's number 23, Tyreek Singh, also a crowd's favorite, number 1, going down, dribbling down court, and he passes it. And that's some good defense from Open Campus. And he passes it back to number 1 of St. Augustine. Passes it back to Singh. Can he catch it?
Look at that speed.
Oh my God. Back down court, number 9, sorry, going up for it. Oh wow, beautiful, beautiful. You see in St. Augustine, Tyreek 23 going for the inbound. Okay. And that's a call from the ref right there. Called on Open Campus. We see where Open Campus has started out on a very fast pace. Pressure in St. Augustine as the score is 3-0 in favor of Open Campus. Good shot made by St. Augustine there. Number 13 has the ball, sending down court. And he's going up. Will he make it? Oh no. Open Campus back with the ball, going back down court. And he makes a pass. He's going up. Oh. All right, and that's Singh, the big man, number 23 of St. Augustine. Oh, that's a call by the ref. For some reason, we've seen some sense of distress amongst the St. Augustine players. I'm not sure why, but they seem very unsettled for this match.
Do you think that they are trying their best now to make up as much ground as possible of trying to catch up this Open Campus team? I mean, it's probably throughout the game so far, persons are saying that they are surprised when the Open Campus team comes up early in a match, which is unfortunate. I mean, but that's the case. So do you think that St. Augustine is trying their best to see how best they can keep up pace?
Yeah, but I don't think they should be stressing over it, really. They are the better defensive team, so they just need to lock down and that. We just saw Mr. Singh going up at the free throw line. He got 2 baskets there, so now the scores are 3-2. Ooh, beautiful pass on on Open Campus, excuse me. He's looking for his teammates to make a pass. He's going to try and go up. Beautiful, number 16 has the ball. Look, oh, some fancy plays by Open Campus. But that's called on St. Augustine.
And I mean, you can expect that. I think the Open Campus is a little hungry for this victory.
They are.
And it would be good to see them come out on top from this match.
Well, we have to see what they have left. Oh, no. And Open Campus is dribbling. Beautiful passes. Wow. The ref didn't call it. Number 23, the big man for St. Augustine, Mr. Singh. And that's a beautiful steal on Open Campus. He's going up again. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Some fancy footwork being done on the court. Open Campus is definitely showing himself up today. And St. Augustine for a basket. No ball. And Open Campus, that. Oh, wow. And that's a foul. We have a sub on St. Augustine, bringing on number 9. That is Ronako Boyce. Open Campus seems to have some form of composure over St. Augustine for this match. And they're just playing. Number 16 going in, out. And that's a miss on Open Campus there. Number 9 dribbling down court with his teammate. Number 13 passes it to number 23, Mr. Singh. He's going up. Oh, no, somebody for the ring. And that's a fumble by the ref. And that's a call on Open Campus. St. Augustine has a free throw. Free throw is granted to number 34. That's Jelani Valley, also a top scorer for St. Augustine. Let's see him at the free throw line. Let's see what he's made of. And that's his attempt. No ball on his first attempt from Mr. Valley. And it's his second attempt. And that's a basket. Number 34 of St. Augustine. And we're back in play. Open Campus going back down court. Number 6 with some fancy footwork. Wow. No, that was beautifully done.
Wow. The Open Campus team. The Open Campus team is coming in with a different mindset, a different outlook, one stronger than we would have seen in the previous matches.
And he's going up. Nobody for the rebound. Oh no, a St. Augustine member is down. I do hope it's nothing serious. It's too early in the game. Seems it's a leg injury. And that's number. Oh no, they have to be taking him off court. It seems serious. And that's number 33, Omari Josie. He did really well in the previous match. He was actually one of their lead scorers.
Yeah. Would this be, I don't want to use the figure of expression as a broken leg for St. Augustine, but I mean, would it be a case where this player no longer being offerable for the team would be a downfall for them? What? Let's see how this plays.
Joseph is a key player on the St. Augustine team because he's agile. And that's, Open Campus trying for the rebound, and that's a call on the ref. We see where St. Augustine coaches seems a bit frustrated with his players. Open Campus is just out here pushing in for 7-3 in favor of Open Campus with 5 minutes in the first quarter. He's at the free throw line going up, and that's a basket.
But with the kind of energy being expelled at this point in the match, I'm hoping that they'll be able to follow through.
Lovely.
Because this match has certainly been a high energy match so far, especially on the Open Campus side, and St. Augustine is simply trying to keep up.
Number 9 is looking for a teammate, and he passes it. Look, oh, and what a steal from Open Campus. Wow. And that's number 23, Jackson George. Lovely. St. Augustine hoping to answer back. Oh, and that's another steal on Open Campus. And number 6 is going up. Oh, no one for the rebound. Mr. Singh going in front of him. And he passes it to his teammate. 9, that's Isaiah. Isaiah looking for his teammate to make a pass. He passes it out. 0. Open Campus defenses are a lot down. St. Augustine players are finding it very hard to make any passes. A lot of turnovers. A lot of turnovers on St. Augustine's side this match. Open Campus is capitalizing on all their moments right now. And he's going up. Wow, and that's a 2-on. Wow! A 2-on-1 defense, and he still made the shot. Lovely. Number 5. That's Khalid Foster, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're going to welcome Mr. Siobhan Davis. our resident analyst, who's returned to the panel to give us some more ball-by-ball action. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the penultimate match in basketball for the UWI Games 2019, the 31st staging here at Mona. That's what's happening, and we are bringing it to you live. So Rochelle, Myrie, and Siobhan Davis, our resident analysts, giving you the ball-by-ball coverage as it unfolds.
And that's another free throw given to St. Augustine, Justin Williams. Let's see if he'll make it with baskets. This is his first attempt at the basket. Number 13, Justin Williams, and that's one. And they're going. Open Campus has the ball, moving down court. Some swift dribbling, and that's a steal on St. Augustine right there. Number 9, Isaiah. And he goes up, and that's a basket. Call by the ref. And that's a timeout.
So Open Campus has just called a timeout. But I want to bring in Siobhan at this time. So Siobhan would have missed the play-by-play action for the first quarter. But Siobhan, the score is 13-8 in favor of Open Campus. Talk to us.
Well, currently with the score is 13-8, we see where Open Campus has not made their defeat in the previous match affect them going into today's game. We see where they have come down, they have been pushing the basketball up and down the court, trying to get some easy buckets in transition. So that's why we can see them with an early lead at this junction in the first quarter.
Lots of aggression from both teams at this time, especially from St. Augustine, trying to make some more ground on the Open Campus team. As a player, if you were on the St. Augustine side, what would be the strategy at this point?
Well, the strategy is similar for both teams, as both teams' strength is pushing the basketball, playing with a fast pace where they get easy and open shots in transition rather than waiting for their opponent's defense to set up where they have to work to get into their set plays in order to score.
All right, so you're hearing it from the man himself, Siobhan Davis, player, analyst, future coach, future politician. Lots of future things for Mr. Davis. 3:58 the time on the clock, but ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? If you're seeing this darkness, there is a bit of electrical, I want to say, pauses taking place here at the gymnasium. So I think the inclement weather has been having some implications on our electrical supply. I'm hoping that some kind of standby system will be coming up. We're waiting for the lights to return. So we are hopefully still live. That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Live coverage does have its downfalls. It's a good thing we are paying keen attention. And if you're seeing black and white, not to worry, we're just bringing it back a little bit, but we'll be right back for you. Not to worry, ladies and gentlemen, we're not gone anywhere. We're still here, just changing up the flavor a bit, giving you some dynamics in the picture. All right, so the score is 13-8. The electricity went for some time, but we are still here. We have gone nowhere. 13-8 the score is. 3 minutes on the clock remaining. Siobhan, do you think that the electricity or the power outage would bring a newfound strength in St. Augustine?
Well, it would have given both teams more time for timeouts. They could listen to their coach's instructions for just a bit longer. They would have having a little bit more time for rest, as we see. But it's to the advantage of both teams. Oh, a very good move there by Mr. Singh, but unable to convert. Oh, and he was called there by the foul. Therefore, a signal that it is St. Augustine's ball. Oh, my correction. Basketball should have been Open Campus. Excellent scoring opportunity there off the inbound play by Open Campus. And St. Augustine looks to push the basketball up the court. They pass to Mr. Sting, their resident star. And Mr. Sting attempts to make his move on his defender and passes back out. We see where St. Augustine seems to enjoy attacking from the perimeter rather than working to get on the inside. And an excellent baseline jump shot there scored by Mr. Singh. We see where St. Augustine now is playing full court man-to-man defense, attempting to limit Open Campus's offensive capabilities. Excellent dribble crossover to reach to the basket, and therefore a signal a foul and one. And number 6 will head to the free throw line to attempt to complete his 3-point play. And with that, number 6 has completed his 3-point play, and St. Augustine looks to retaliate. And he calls for the pick. Pass there on the perimeter. Ball fed there by Robinson and dribbles to the baseline. Ooh, unable to handle the pass. Excellent pass there on the inside. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, you see what some excellent passing can lead to easy buckets, even in the half-court setting. Excellent join of foul there by number 16 from Open Campus. And Robinson makes an attempt, his 3-pointer. So ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing a very competitive first quarter here in this basketball match. And that 3-pointer was off. And St. Augustine looks at the clock. Attempts to get a quick basket. Unfortunately, Open Campus has possession of the basketball. Will they hold for the final possession of the quarter? They decide to score very quickly. And St. Augustine decides to put the ball in their star's hand. Mr. Singh passes back out. I do believe they'll try to create a play for Mr. Singh. But they are unable to get off a shot. And the scores are Open Campus 20. St. Augustine 16. We're seeing a very competitive first half here in this basketball game.
Definitely very competitive, Siobhan. So 20-16, the score is in favor of the Open Campus. St. Augustine started to become, well, the match overall started to become very aggressive. But St. Augustine started to get somewhat sloppy in their passes. Is that a matter of being so eager to try and get those points in for the first quarter?
Well, a lot of times when teams are down early out in the ball game, they try to rush things, which leads to a lot of mistimed passes, as well as trying to find passes that really and truly aren't there. So that contributed to their turnovers in this basketball game.
I agree. So usually, I'm surprised that I'm not hearing the tambourine. But actually, usually we would be hearing the tambourine representing for Open Campus in the form of Miss Esther. But a little birdie told me that Esther is actually playing football. So Esther is on the field representing the open campus, not playing her tambourine this time around, but actually in a sport. But I can tell you that if we had a sport called tambourine here for the UWI Games 2019, open campus would have scored maximum points there because Esther had her tambourine out and about ever so much during the games to support her team. And the open campus spirit has certainly transcended. I'm surprised though that we're not hearing much of them cheering and making noise. I'm guessing probably Esther is the one with the remedy with the cheering, but we'll probably see her at another time. So we're gonna move into the second half of our match now, or the second quarter rather of the match. 10 minutes on the clock, 20 to 16 the scores in favor of the open campus. Over to you, Siobhan.
Excellent crossover moves being put on display by number 5 of open campus, and they pass the basketball into the post for number 16. Unfortunately, referee signals for a traveling violation. And St. Augustine look to pass the basketball inside to Valley. Number 5 for open campus looks to try to control the basketball game, slowing down the pace. Open campus now seems to be having difficulty getting on the inside. Oh, good try there on the drive to the basket, but unfortunately was unable to convert. Excellent dribble move there by number 9 of St. Augustine. And he's unable to convert. Oh, an excellent block there by number 16 of open campus, the defensive anchor for open campus team. But Valley was able to get the offensive rebound and put back and was fouled. He steps to the line for his opportunity to complete the three-point play. And Valley is able to complete the three-point play. He calls for the pick. Very rare that we're seeing number 16 for open campus this far out of the key. And the referee signals a foul. Will it be in the act of shooting?
So we're seeing the year displayed in the scores. It's 2019 on the board. 20 to 19 in favor of open campus. How the gap has closed in. Will we have 2020 in short order? Early new year. Open campus playing pretty agile at the moment. Number 7 still having some very stylish play. Good pass there for them.
Excellent pick and roll movements there. Oh, unfortunately he's unable. And a tap out. And number 5 for open campus was able to draw the contact on that attempt. He will step to the line for his 2 free throws. And he's able to make his first free throw attempt. Oh, unfortunately, he's unable to go 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Excellent move there by number 9, but unable to finish. Passes out to Valley. Oh, my bad, Mr. Singh. And he loses the handle. But the referee signals St. Augustine's ball. Excellent pass there on the inside. But the referee signals for 3-second violation. We're seeing where St. Augustine is playing man-to-man defense currently. And Singh grabs the rebound. St. Augustine attempts to push the basketball down the court. Oh, he was unable to convert on the runner. Oh, he passed the basketball in traffic, which resulted in an easy turnover. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we're seeing some excellent dribbling skills being put on display. Both teams seem to be scampering for the loose balls. Excellent post move there by Mr. Singh of St. Augustine.
So we've moved into another century now. 21-21 the scores. 6 minutes on the clock. And the intensity has...
Turnover there by Open Campus. And St. Augustine pushes the basketball. They have numbers. Excellent layup there by number 9 of St. Augustine. Oh, he was unable to convert on the post move on the inside. Excellent pass ahead. Excellent reverse move there. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that St. Augustine is starting to come alive. And Open Campus signals for timeout.
And the timeout they're called for the Open Campus. They're certainly going to be having some discussions about how they can retool, because initially we would have seen them at a canter in the game, but now the St. Augustine squad has surpassed them by 4 points, and they're going to be doing as much as possible to keep that deficit close.
Well, basketball is a game of runs, so earlier we'd have seen where Open Campus would have been leading, but now we see where St. Augustine has been able to make successive runs and successive good attempts and good shots, which have translated into easy baskets for them. So that's why they are in the lead currently, with the scores being 25-21 in favor of St. Augustine.
And let's bring Rochelle into the mix. Rochelle, 1 quarter down. And quarter 2 underway with 5 minutes remaining. 25-21 the scores. The tables have turned. St. Augustine has the lead at the moment. What's your view on the match?
I see where St. Augustine has always been the more defensive of the two. Open Campus has some really good shooters and they have some fancy footwork taking place on the court. However, for some reason, St. Augustine is playing very slow. I don't know if it's they're tired, they're frustrated, stressed, I don't know what it is, but they are trying. They have managed to take in the lead, but they have to make a huge gap to control this. And that's number 33. He was injured earlier, and it's going up for a free throw. Number 33, Amari Joseph.
That the St. Augustine team recognizes the need to have him on the court.
Number 33, Omar, is a key player on St. Augustine teams. He's swift, he's agile, and he's a very good shooter. He's one to watch. And number 9 is going down court. That's Renako Boyce. We have a little fumble there. He's passed it to Singh, the big man for St. Augustine. He makes a shot, no good. And his teammate going up for the rebound, and that's a basket. Open Campus dribbling back down court. reset to the game. He's going through the defenses, and that's a call on him. Yeah, but campus on the inbound right there. We have some 2-on-1 defense going on by St. Augustine right on the number 16. You see number 6 looking for his teammate, finds number 5, he goes up, and that's no good. Mr. Singh, number 23 for St. Augustine, going back down court, looks for his teammates, he's going up, and that's no good. Mr. Singh for the rebound, and that's a basket. Open campus number 18, Benway John passes it to his teammate, they are dribbling down court, looking to make a play, passes it to number 16. Seems a little fumble there, but he still was the ball. Defended by number 8 of St. Augustine, Chad Phillips. And that's no good. Mr. Singh, number 23, dribbling back down court. He's going to make the play on his own. He passed the ball, called by the ref. It's an inbound on St. Augustine, which will be accepted by Mr. Singh. Passes it to number 9. That's Ronako Boyce, also a key player. No good for his basket. And that's outside. Inbound on Ronako Boyce, number 9. Ooh, and that's nothing for St. August. And that's outside.
Some incorrectly drawn bearings. They're missing the basket too often, I'd say. Not projecting effectively. 3 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes, 27 seconds, 29-23 the scores. St. Augustine, open campus, both teams playing ardently to seek to ensure that the gap isn't opened up.
Oh!
But what a push there.
Right there.
That is a clear.
And that's a clear free throw given to St. Augustine. Omari Joseph, number 33, was in, who had suffered a little nudge in the first quarter, but has come back out, fast pace and going. So let's see what he has for his 2 attempts. Going up for his first attempt, number 33, Mr. Omari Joseph. No good. He has one more. Let's see what he's made of. And he's going up for his final attempt here. And that's no good. Caught by the number 6 of Open Campus. Passes it to his teammate, and they're looking to dribble down court. He's looking for a play to be made, looking for a teammate to pass. Makes it to number 8. Number 8 looking for a teammate. And that's all. Passes it to the number 16, the big man in charge. And that's no good for Open Campus. Dribbling down by St. Augustine. Number 23, Mr. Singh has the ball. He's going up. He's doing it. And that's a lovely steal from Open Campus.
All right, Rochelle, I want to bring in Siobhan now.
Three-pointer there attempted by number 8 of Open Campus. And St. Augustine collects the rebounds and looks to push the basketball up the court. Oh, he missed an opportunity to pass to the big man on the inside. Ooh, and the shot rimmed out by number 8. We do see where the St. Augustine defense has slacked up a bit, where they start playing pick up at the half court instead of full court man to man. Oh, a very good crossover there by number 9. And a very good defensive play. But I do believe the referee has signaled a foul. And the foul was called on number 8 of Open Campus, which sends number 9 to the free throw line yet again. And number 9 makes his first free throw attempt.
So that gap certainly opening up, Siobhan. What do you think the Open Campus needs to be doing in their play or tighten up on to try and regain the buoyancy they had in the first quarter?
Well, I honestly believe that Open Campus needs to go back to passing the basketball because we're seeing where the offense is becoming more iso ball and it's becoming more stagnated, which is easier to defend by St. Augustine. They need quick passes as well as to make their offense be free-flowing. I'm not seeing a lot of pick-and-roll movements and off-the-ball screens being set. So that's affecting the pace, the spacing of the court for the Open Campus.
And I want to hear what you think the St. Augustine team needs to possibly tighten up on to have a stronger play overall.
Well, honestly, that St. Augustine needs to continue pushing the pace of the game because they see where in transition they are the better team, where they're getting easier shots in transition, which allows them better opportunities to score. And the referee signals basket good. Number 5 steps to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Unfortunately, he's unable to complete the 3-point play. As Jimmy passes him back the basketball. Oh, and he's unable to finish on the floater. And Valley grabs the rebound and looks to pass out. And they pass out to the corner. Oh, he shot nothing but air on that 3-point attempt. And number 16 grabs the rebound. Number 16 looks to make his move. Driving to the rim. Excellent pass there on the inside. Oh, that pass was picked up by number 13. A 2-on-3 fast break. Again, number 9 drives to the lane and is able to draw the foul. Number 9 steps to the free throw line yet again to attempt 2 free throws.
So 28 seconds remaining in this quarter. Siobhan, Rochelle, I want to just give a quick heads up to our listeners, to our viewers, that we're going to be doing a giveaway. So we have some very special UWI Games hats here for you. And we're going to be giving the question in the halftime segment of this match. So listen out, in a few seconds, we're going to be giving you the question. So back to Siobhan and Rochelle for more commentary.
.3 seconds left in this ball game. With St. Augustine being 31. Open Campus 25. My correction, St. Augustine now on 32 points. Well, Open Campus aim to go for the quick shot. Open Campus seems to be wanting to burn as much time as possible to reduce the time given to St. Augustine to counter. Excellent basket there. St. Augustine have 6.1 seconds left to put up a shot. Unfortunately, he lost the handle, was unable to put up a shot. And the final scores are 32 St. Augustine, 27 Open Campus going into the halftime break. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very competitive basketball game on our hands here.
So it's the halftime break for this match, 27-32 in favor of St. Augustine. So we would have promised you that we would have been giving you a question so you could get your chance to have a share of the UWI Games paraphernalia, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that for this match, but you have to tune in for the next match, or rather, you just have to stay tuned to our coverage. Unfortunately, this is the last day for basketball, but not to worry. There will be other opportunities for you to cash in and capitalize on the opportunity to share and win from the game. So let's see if we can get some feedback from members of the audience here supporting the different teams, the different campuses. I'm gonna see if I can get someone from the St. Augustine side to talk to us. I see Open Campus. Someone from Open Campus is smiling with me like she's excited to speak with me. What's your name, please?
Yelani.
How are you?
Good.
How are you enjoying this match?
I'm enjoying this match because I have a feeling deep down that we're going to win this match.
So in the first round, or in the first quarter rather, Open Campus certainly gave St. Augustine a run for their money. Are you expecting that after this, the halftime break, going into the third quarter, will you see a change in how the St. Augustine team and the Open Campus team will battle out against each other?
Well, I believe our boys are going to settle down and pass the ball more and try to get that shot in transition, because I think that is where they held their strength in transition going for the boys.
All right, so as my analysts usually say, we can't call it till the third quarter, so certainly it's anybody's game still.
That's
all
right.
So keep watching and have a good match.
Likewise.
All the best. Let me see if I can hear from someone from the St. Augustine side. And one of the supporters here seem like they're not ready to talk to me, but I'm going to talk to my friend here. Share us your name?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. So Christina's eating, so don't mind. No need to apologize. So Christina, you've been watching the match, and initially Open Campus had St. Augustine had the better of St. Augustine, but we've seen a change. How are you feeling about that?
I will say that I did come a bit late, again, but so far, I think both teams are good. Both teams have good offense and defense playing. But I know our boys, again, I'm a little bit biased because I'm from St. Augustine, so I think our boys just needed to find their groove. And once they found it, I really do think that we can come out on top of this game.
Certainly. So, well, all the very best in this matchup. I'm seeing where both teams are certainly playing very strongly, and we're expecting this to be a good matchup as it's been playing out to be.
Thank
all
you
right?
so much.
So enjoy the rest of your match. All right, so we're going to head back down to our commentators. Just about 6 minutes remaining in the halftime segment. So actually, we're gonna pause our voices for a bit, and we'll return just a few minutes before the end of the halftime break. So stay tuned. This match is expected to continue to be one to watch. So we are back with this match, 27-32 the scores. And we're gonna be having the action back with commentary between Siobhan and Rochelle. So Open Campus against St. Augustine. St. Augustine is now in favor. We're gonna hand back to Siobhan to give commentary.
Alright, and we're now here ready to begin the start of the third quarter. St. Augustine is set to inbound the basketball. St. Augustine looks to set up their offense. They pass the ball to Singh. Excellent baseline drive there by number 9. Number 5 looks to put the moves on his defender. He passes, he opts to pass out. Good try there, but he was unable to finish. Good pass there in transition. Excellent pass right there by St. Augustine. And the gap seems to start to widen. Very good try there by number 5. St. Augustine has numbers. They pass out quickly. Oh, and Mr. Singh is unable to finish the reverse play. Excellent pass there on the inside. Ooh, very risky pass. And number 13 from St. Augustine goes all the way to finish on with his layup. Ooh, Open Campus seems to have difficulties finishing right now. And the scores are 38 St. Augustine, 29 Open Campus. Excellent pass there to Valley, who finishes. And number 5 dribbling into traffic. And number 34, Valley was able to go all the way for St. Augustine. Excellent drive there. And the referee calls for foul. That sends number 8 for Open Campus down to the free throw line. Number 6 is able to complete the 2-point play. St. Augustine continues to look to push basketball. Excellent behind the dribble move there. And there seems to have been a lapse in Open Campus's defense, which allowed a very easy basket there by St. Augustine off the inbounds play. And the lane is wide open for number 7. And he was able to draw contact from number 9 of St. Augustine. Excellent basket there off the inbounds play. That sends number 7 of Open Campus now to the free throw line to complete his 3-point play. And number 7 of Open Campus is able to complete the 3-point play. Now putting the score at 44-33. And the referee signals St. Augustine's ball. Excellent drive down the middle, but he was unable to find him passing transition. And the referee signals for travel by Valley. Unfortunately, Roman Campus seems to be having difficulty scoring. And number 33 of St. Augustine was able to draw the foul off the contact by number 9 of Open Campus. And number 33 of St. Augustine is able to make his first free throw attempt. And number 33 of St. Augustine is able to go 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Excellent move there by number 6 of Open Campus. Again, number 33 of St. Augustine was able to draw a foul off the contact. Excellent drive to the basket there by number 13 of St. Augustine. Open Campus seems slow to initiate their offense on this possession. And he was able to draw the foul of 23. Mr. Singh commits the personal foul. Number 16 was unable to hit his baseline jump shot. Excellent pass here down the middle. We're seeing some very good team chemistry here by putting on by St. Augustine. And that pass was picked off. Again, number 33 of St. Augustine draws the foul. They seem unable to stop number 33 from going to the basket or defending without fouling. And number 33 makes his free throws. 4 minutes 47 seconds left in this ball game. The scores are 52 St. Augustine, 37 Open Campus. At this point, it's still anyone's ball game. Big move there by number 16. And number 22 committed a foul on Ravin and Singh. And Singh is at the free throw line. He misses his first free throw attempt. And he's able to make the second. And number 7 misses on his jump shot. Oh. Number 1 run into number 7 of Open Campus. Personal foul committed against number 13 of St. Augustine, which sends him to the free throw line. Number 13 misses his first free throw attempt. Number 13 makes his second free throw attempt. And the referee calls for an offensive foul.
And we see St. Augustine dribbling up court. Some fancy footwork. Mr. Singh going looking for a teammate to make a pass. There's nobody there. Everybody's caught down. And he makes a shot. No good. Number 5 dribbling down court. Open Campus. Looking for his teammates. Being blocked by the St. Augustine player. And that's a look. Oh, called by the ref. We have an inbound made by Open Campus, number 6. And that's no good on the layup. We see St. Augustine playing very sloppy here, very defensive. 53-39 in favor of St. Augustine with 3 minutes left in this quarter. Let's see if Open Campus can catch up. And they are marking up the plays. Open Campus number 16 with the ball, looking to make a pass. He makes it into the number. And that's a battery. And that's number 7 at the free throw line, number 7 of Open Campus, and Emil Octave. This is his first attempt. No good. He has one more. Number 7 going up on his second attempt. Oh, that's no good. Number 7 going up at the free throw line, Emil Octave. And that's no good. Has to do it for the rebound. Trying to make a pass. Passes his teammate and he goes up. And that's an air ball. Singh with the steal going back down court. And that's a 3-on-1 defense. Passes it to number 8, that Mr. Chad Phillips.
So, Rachel, at this point, I want to bring you back to the projection you made at the beginning of the match. So you had an expectation that the St. Augustine team would have a clear victory. Are you keeping to your words?
I am going to stick by my predictions. At the moment, we're at 53-39 in favor of St. Augustine with 2 minutes left on the clock. Yes, Open Campus can catch up, but I do see St. Augustine maintaining this lead. Victory is theirs.
And let me bring in Siobhan. Siobhan, you're always not making calls, but have you called it for this one?
No, this is the closest game so far with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter. So I don't think it would be fair for me to try to attempt to call it, as a comeback is completely possible for Open Campus.
All right, and I think I'm going to also concede to what Mr. Davis is saying. Very much in agreement. It is pretty close. And as you would have seen in the beginning, the Open Campus was leading fairly well. A good number of points they were leading by. And then the tables turned. And now we're seeing St. Augustine with a lead and not very many points ahead. So it is very possible that the Open Campus can regain some buoyancy to get a lead or even match the scores. And then we could see a much more exciting match down to the wire into the fourth quarter.
And referee has signaled for a timeout.
So 1 minute 20 on the clock for this quarter. 1 minute remaining in this quarter. 39-58 the scores in favor of St. Augustine. And then we go into the defining quarter, as we'd like to call it. And Mr. Davis says it's going to be anybody's game. Miss Myrie says she's called it already for St. Augustine.
And the referee signals for travel.
So we now return to the action, 1 minute 11 on the clock.
And they pass on the inside to Officer Singh. Oh, unfortunately, number 3 of St. Augustine is unable to convert on his jump shot. And number 5 of Open Campus desperately drives down the lane. And he's unable to hit his layup. Seconds left on the clock. Ball in possession of St. Augustine. Oh, and number 9 is unable to go all the way. Pass on the inside deflected by St. Augustine player. Open Campus seems to be having a lot of difficulty scoring the basketball at this current point in the ball game. And that pass was picked off. Foul and 1 for number 5 of Open Campus. He'll step to the free throw line for 1 attempt. And he makes his free throw. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our third quarter. The scores are 58, St. Augustine, 42, Open Campus.
So that brings us to the end of the third quarter, the penultimate quarter of this matchup with the Open Campus against St. Augustine. As Mr. Davis would have projected, this quarter would see Open Campus trying to regain its buoyancy, 42 points to 58 points. The gap has certainly closed, and we're expecting that it's going to close even further. Are you still holding on to your projection, Miss Myrie?
On to the fact that St. Augustine has the better defensive team. They know what they're doing. They know how to control their balls. Open Campus, too many turnovers taking place. They're playing sloppy. Too many aggressions on the court, not knowing why. The frustration that we saw in the first quarter of St. Augustine has slowed down. So I guess coach is doing something. Something's going on over their camp. They came, they know what they're doing, and they're just open to capitalize on all their points right now.
All right, so you're hearing it from more experts there. Let me quickly go to see if I can have some more reactions from members of the audience. So I had somebody from the Open Campus give us a comment, and I'm going to see if we can speak to somebody else at the moment from the... So just going to see if we can talk to somebody else from the audience. So good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
So with one more quarter remaining, what's your take on the match? What's your expectation in this, the final quarter?
Well, my expectation is that the way the Lions have been playing, we would continue in the same winning fashion, and we would close off the game in that same winning fashion.
All right, so it's day 8 action of the UWI Games. What's your take on the UWI Games overall?
Well, I find the UWI Games, the competition levels have been very high. It has been very enjoyable, and also the camaraderie and the bonding of the different campuses have been excellent as well.
All right, thank you so much, and all the best to you and your team for the remainder of the game. So we're going to get right back into the action right now. The fourth and final quarter of the last basketball game for the UWI Games 2019. Today is the last basketball action, and our analysts Rochelle Myrie and Siobhan Davis are here to bring you the ball-by-ball action. But did I say it's our last match? I'm sorry, I'm rushing things. Our last match will begin at 8 p.m. So this isn't our last match. We have one more match to go. And of course, Siobhan, and Rochelle are here to bring you the action.
There seems to have been a technical foul call. St. Augustine trying to move the basketball to get on the inside. But Open Campus defense will not allow them. Excellent pass, they were unable to finish. And Valley is able to draw the foul. He'll step to the free throw line for his 2 free throw attempts. And Valley misses on his first free throw attempt. And Valley misses on both of his free throw attempts. Open Campus now has possession of the basketball, driving to the lane number 6, and he's able to finish. But St. Augustine's quick on there, come back. Unfortunately, number 33 misses on his jump shot attempt. A timeout seems to have been called.
So as we are in this timeout at the moment, I just got some news from the Open Campus squad. Why we're hearing such, I don't want to say quiet from them, is that their top cheerleader, Miss Esther, actually got injured today. But we also got some more that today is her birthday. So I want to say a big shout out to Esther. Big up to Esther, the Open Campus cheerleader. She's always here with her tambourine, and she is definitely missed. Big shout outs to her on her birthday, and I really hope that she gets a speedy recovery and the tambourine shaking can return to the matches. All right, so the score is 47-58 in favor of the squad from St. Augustine, and the action is back. Siobhan and Rochelle is here, of course, to give you more commentary.
St. Augustine has possession of the basketball, and they attempt to drive down the lane. Oh, unfortunately, the pass is picked off. Open Campus now on the fast break opportunity. Passes out to the 3-point line. And he hits on his 3-pointer. And referee calls for travel. And here we see full court defense being put on display by Open Campus. Foul there by number 16 on Valley of St. Augustine. Valley will now go to the free throw line to attempt 2 free throws. And Valley misses his first free throw attempt. And Valley is able to connect on his second free throw attempt. Excellent crossover move there. Foul and one. Number 7 of Open Campus will now report to the free throw line for his chance to complete the 3-point play. Unfortunately, he's unable to convert. But his teammates grab the rebound. Oh. Great hustle play there, but they are unable to keep possession of the game. And the referee calls for foul. And I do believe that is on number 8 of Open Campus.
What action!
That's the 4th foul for number 8 of Open Campus.
The Open Campus team certainly resurging. 52-59 the scores.
And number 33 just shot an air ball. And he's able to connect on his second free throw attempt. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the ball game. The scores are 60 St. Augustine, 54 Open Campus. Open Campus has been resilient, cutting into the lead. And Singh moves the ball to Valley. And he loses position of basketball, passing the answer number 16. And the foul is called. And a very hard foul there, ladies and gentlemen. And I do believe the referee signal for some stoppage time. This is what is known as referee stoppage time, where they stop to do some deliberation.
So, Siobhan, Rochelle, 5 minutes, well, 6 minutes remaining in this match. Roughly, 54-60 the scores. What's your mindset?
Basketball game is way too close to be called. It's right, two position ball game right now. Anything can happen. Either team can win. It's just who can execute better in the remaining 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Do you think that Open Campus feels a lot more hungry for this victory than anything else?
Well, I do believe they would feel a lot more comfortable at this point in the ball game, given the fact that the scores are so close and they have some time left on their hands. But they need to pay attention to the clock, as time will run out on them if they aren't able to execute. And that layup there puts the lead back up to only 6 points for St. Augustine.
And what else do you think the team can tighten up on?
I think the team needs to execute better. They're getting a lot of open shots, but missing. I've seen where they have played excellent defensively, but they just need to make those open shots. That would make the difference in this ball game.
And on the same note, Miss Myrie, the St. Augustine team is certainly pushing to maintain the lead they've established for themselves so far. What do you think they ought to do now to possibly defer the Open Campus closing that gap even further?
Okay, like St. Augustine is playing on the offense, but what they need to realize is that they need to lock down on their defenses as well. They are in the lead now, but there is 5 minutes left, and Open Campus for this quarter have been capitalizing on all their baskets. See, and that's a shot there. So now we're at 54-58. 5 minutes left. And now we're at the free throw line. If you get these two baskets, we're going to be at 64-60. How much closer can this match get?
Well, that's the question many of viewers, many of spectators must be asking themselves. I know here in the crowd, persons are definitely eagerly waiting to see the outcome of this match. And it's certainly one where Open Campus is closing in on St. Augustine. It's the penultimate basketball match here for the UWI Games 2019.
Open Campus has it and passing the back down court. And he's going up for the basket, number 16. And whoa, beautifully done.
Look at that, 64-60 the scores.
You see the number 9 of St. Augustine looking for a teammate to make a pass. Nobody's open. Passes it to number 33, and that's a foul. Call from the right.
They are inching in closer and closer and closer. Will this match be an upset? We will see.
We have an inbound from St. Augustine. Looks like Mr. Singh, the big man, number 23 of St. Augustine, is going to take this one. The tension is very high tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams are working, trying to partner down. We're seeing where the Caveville supporters are already coming in for the next match, as we have UWI Mona versus UWI Caveville at 8. You don't want to miss that one.
And the Caveville spectators are arriving early for their matchup later on. We're expecting that one to be certainly pretty hot. Mona against Caveville, the final basketball match here at the UWI Games 2019. The failed attempt there.
Joseph, number 33. He's going up again. No good. We have an inbound on St. Augustine from Mr. Singh, the big man, number 23. He's playing exceptionally well all day, all season to be exact, throughout the games. And he makes a long pass going down court. And that's a steal on Open Campus right there. We see the number 23 of Open Campus, Mr. Jackson George. Number 9 of St. Augustine has the ball coming back up. Mr. Ronako Boyce looking for a teammate to make the assist. 4 minutes left, 64-60 in favor of St. Augustine. And makes the pass to Omar Jones, is 33, and that's no good. And a call on the ref. He's going back to the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he can capitalize on these 2 points. Because if you get these 2 baskets, that means he will set his team to 66, which will give them somewhat of an extensive lead. Mr. Omari Joseph, number 33. He's going up on his first attempt. And that's no good. One more attempt for Mr. Joseph. No good for Mr. Joseph.
So
you see number 6 going down court, looking to make a pass. And this is Mr. Jackson George. Passes it to his teammate. Looking to make a play. 3 minutes. Number 6 going up, and that's no good. St. Augustine has the ball going back down court. Mr. Singh dribbling, looking for a team, and he makes it to Omari. And that's a steal on open campus. A long pass back down court. Oh my God. And that's no good, and a call on the break.
So, Siobhan, with just about 3 minutes remaining on the clock, as a player, what would be your tactical mindset now, starting with, let's say, if you were a player on the St. Augustine side?
If I was a player on the St. Augustine side, I would take better possession of the basketball, as turnovers at this point in the game can be detrimental, as well as I would emphasize on defending without fouling, because you don't want to send open campus to the free throw line unnecessarily, giving them opportunities to score with the clock being put on pause to their advantage. If I was a player on open campus side, my mindset would be to play excellent defense, as well as to capitalize on those offensive positions which have been given.
So you're hearing it from the man himself, Mr. Siobhan Davis, our resident analyst, alongside Miss Rochelle Murray. 3 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock. The score is pretty close, 61-64. As I would have asked at the beginning of this match, did you expect the scores to be this close?
Honestly, I did not expect the scores to be this close, given the nature of all the matches before. They have been blown out, but this is the most competitive match we've seen so far. And I'm really enjoying the display being put forward by both teams in this ball game. We're seeing a very good competitive basketball game.
Let me ask Miss Mary as well, were you expecting the scores to be this close?
Not at all, Mr. Keys. 65-61 with 3 minutes in the last quarter. Nobody saw this. And there we have it, 66. Still a very small gap between both teams. I am not going to lie, I expected a lot more from both teams, especially St. Augustine. And that's a basket for OC right there, trying to make up on time. We just have a 3-point lead. A lot can happen in 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Fancy footwork from the St. Augustine player, nothing on the rebound. Timeout called on St. Augustine right there, ladies and gentlemen. 66-63 in favor of St. Augustine with 3 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. This is the final quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Three minutes separating who will maintain the lead. We have St. Augustine here trying to lock down on their defenses, and Open Campus trying to seep right on in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a close call. 3 minutes and 7 seconds in this quarter. What do the guys have left in them? Both teams are tired. It's been a long match. And that's the call from the ref, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes, 7 seconds. Let's see what these both powerful teams have to offer. Remember, we have the next match between UWI Mona and UWI Ville at 8. You don't want to miss that one. We will be here giving you the play-by-play. The guys are coming back on court, and we are back in play. Inbound from the number 23 of Open Campus, Mr. George. And his teammates going up to the basket. Oh, wow. That's another point on Open Campus right there. They are closing down, 66-65. Will St. Augustine allow Open Campus to go? Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my 6-7, Open Campus has overthrown St. Augustine. I did not see this coming. This match is nail biting. Ladies and gentlemen, I am literally at the edge of my seat. We have a free throw if he gets these 2 points. That's 69 with 2 minutes, 14 seconds on the clock. Oh, no good for number 7 of us. Should be capitalizing on these free throws and extending the lead. With 2 minutes, with the score so close. Oh, and that's 68 right there. St. Augustine has to keep countdown now. We have 2 minutes. And a fumble. Makes a pass. Mr. Singh, the big man of St. Augustine, looking to go up. Will he get a 3? Oh, no ball. And that's a fumble right there. Oh. Outside. And that's outside. Looking to make a pass. He passes it to Omari Joseph. Oh, and that's a fumble. Oh! Oh, and that's a free throw on number 33, Omari Joseph. I call him the little pocket rocket of St. Augustine. It seems like number 16 is querying the call. He is not here for it. Omari Joseph saw the free throw. Let's see if he'll make these 2 as he missed his last set. 68-66 in favor of Open Campus. Omari, your team is defending on you right now. Oh, lovely. And that's 1 attempt. And Omari Joseph's trying to equalize the points. Mr. Josephs. Oh, no good. And Open Campus is dribbling back down court. St. Augustine. And that's a fumble. Lovely. Very close, 68, 67, 1 minute. Oh, and St. Augustine with the ball going back down court. Mr. Singh looking for a team. And that, oh, lovely. The ref has called it, ladies and gentlemen. The ref has called it. Mr. Singh at the free throw line. 68-67, 1 minute, 19 seconds. And this match is coming to a close.
Time remaining on the clock. Siobhan, Mr. Davis, Mr. Future Coach. What say you, Steve?
I don't really think I understand that question, Javon. Because with 1 minute 19 seconds left on the clock with only a 1 point lead, it really is anybody's ball game. We'll have to wait and see what happens after the very final buzzer is sounded to find out who will be the winner of this one. The game is really too close to call.
Mentally on either team, what do you think they're at? Or as players as well as possibly coaches? What do you think the coaches are saying?
The coaches would be saying, defend without giving up. Free throws, you do want to foul at this point in the ball game, as both teams are in the bonus, so any foul will send the other player to the free throw line with stoppage time on the clock, which is what you don't want if you're either team.
1 minute 19 on the clock. 68, 67. There's some kind of discussion taking place on the coaches at the moment. And as that's happening, we're seeing the Mona contingent. We're facing off with the Cave here to the Blackbirds against the Pelicans. So if you're hearing that, there's a fanfare. So, ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is the penultimate of the basketball tournaments, and it's day 8 of the UWI Games. The matchup certainly has been arguably one of the most exciting of the tournament so far. If you would have heard that fanfare not too long now, the Mona contingent would have just made their way in. The Cave Hill team or Cave Hill supporters made their way in earlier. Another exciting matchup will follow this match at about 8 o'clock. The two teams will face off in this very gymnasium, and of course we're going to be bringing you the action. It's going to be the final basketball match overall, and that will help to determine the scores of basketball. The female and male scores will be tallied to provide you an overall score for the campuses for basketball overall. So basket there, evening out the score, 68-68. Cave Hill Open Campus. Will he make this next basket? And he does. So it's a 1 point lead with 1 minute 19 on the clock.
And we have a very risky pass attempted there, and the referee signals ball to Open Campus. That was a very risky pass of the inbounds. And we see where St. Augustine really wants to get the ball out of number 16's hands. And number 6 drives down the lane, and he's tripped. And I do believe that referee will signal a foul.
A hit like that certainly can send chills in any player at all. Hoping he's quite alright, but not a hit you'd want. Not even just as a basketball player, but overall you wouldn't want a hit like that. So 1 minute 5 seconds on the clock. Referee ensuring that he is in good standing, hopefully.
And number 6 misses on his first free throw attempt. Will he make the second to tie the score at 69-69? And he misses on both free throw attempts.
That would have been critical points for the Open Campus team. Hopefully they'll regain another opportunity to hopefully even the scores, and they'll also be able to strengthen their defenses to ensure that the St. Augustine team does not capitalize on weaknesses there.
And an excellent basket there by Singh. Down 3, 40 seconds left on the clock. What will Open Campus do? Oh, number 22 was not able to tie the basketball game. St. Augustine has position on basketball. 30 seconds left on the clock. What will they do? Oh. And the coach's signal to kill time.
Less than 20 seconds remaining.
And St. Augustine grabs a rebound. Excellent putback shot there. 7 seconds left on the clock. Open Campus down by 5. What will they do?
3,
what will they respond?
2, 1. And the game is over. But, or is it? There is 8 seconds being added to the match. 73-70 the scores. 73-70 the scores. So 8 seconds remaining here. With time added. What a matchup from both sides. Open Campus against St. Augustine. So 7 seconds have been added. Siobhan, what's the mental state of the players from St. Augustine?
Well, points-wise, they may be feeling comfortable, but a lot can happen in 7 seconds on a basketball court.
And for Open Campus?
They would have been distraught, but they still have the possibility to win.
I'll be back. Okay. That close? Is it the same security? No. Alright, soon.
So critical timeout at the moment. Team certainly trying to plan the strategy to cement or dethrone. 70-74 the scores. Mona eagerly waiting to start their match, which was slated for 8. Or that won't be the case, so 7 seconds time added. And both sides will have their players certainly eager to see how this matchup pans out. I want to thank you so much for tuning into our coverage. We appreciate you staying with us for 8 long days so far. 2 more days of action remaining.
5 seconds left on the clock. They have to attempt that 3 at this point in the ball game. And number 5 makes the 3. No, St. Augustine has to be very nervous. And they decide to send Singh to the free throw line. 1.6 seconds left on the clock. If you're an Open Campus supporter, you will have to be hoping that Singh misses both of these free throws.
I hope you are seeing the crowd in the shot,
critical junction in this
I can tell
game.
you that everybody is on the edge of their seats. They are eagerly waiting to see how this match will pan out. 73-74.
On Singh's shoulder right now.
Biting.
Will he be able to make the crucial free throw? And ladies and gentlemen, that free throw, I believe, may have just cemented the ball game for St. Augustine.
So 75-73. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us officially to the end of this match. with these scores, 74 to 73, 75 to 73. What a matchup. Certainly this wasn't how they expected it to end. Or rather, this wasn't how the match was expected to pan out at all, but we must certainly laud the Open Campus team for a strong effort put out on the court. Very, very, very good work, Open Campus team. Good job for St. Augustine as well. Congratulations to them. What's your summary of the match?
My sum of the match so far, this has been the most exciting basketball match so far. It has went down to the wire. It came down to some very critical free throws. As you can see, only winning by a 4-point margin, where it came down to Open Campus to hit a big three there at the end just to remain in the competition, which they did. So hats off to Open Campus. Excellent ball game. I really enjoyed it.
Alright, so as you can see right around us, the Caveville supporters, the Caveville team is actually warming up. So Miss Mary, the penultimate basketball match in the entire UWI game for the first staging. Was it one that lived up to expectations of excitement?
It was indeed an exciting match. I did not expect the points to be so close. It was like 75-73, a 2-point lead, which made St. Augustine victorious. I did call it, but I expected more from both teams. But overall, a very exciting match. Both teams came out, they did what they had to do. Congratulations, St. Augustine, and good job, Open Campus.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this match-up. The penultimate matchup in the basketball tournament of the UWI Games overall. The final basketball match will come on the way in a few minutes, so you want to stick around, you want to stay tuned. That one is expected to pan out to be one of excitement also. Mona against the Blackbirds, Cave Hill campus. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Javon Keys here holding the fort with Mr. Siobhan Davis and Rochelle Myrie. Stay with us.